Hello everyone, today we are going to explore two types of 1031 exchanges, the reverse 1031 exchange and the deferred 1031 exchange. So we will discuss the key feature, timeline, typical usage, and the pro and con of each method. In terms of the process, let's first look at the process involved for each type of exchange. So in a reverse 1031 exchange, you acquire the replacement property first, then sell the existing property. In the deferred 1031 exchange, you sell the existing property first, and then acquire the replacement property within a set time frame. So now let's look at the timeline. So both types of exchanges follow similar timelines but in different orders. So for a reverse 1031 exchange, the 45 days and the 180 days rule apply, but in the reverse order. For a deferred 1031 exchange, you have 45 days to identify potential replacement property and 180 days to complete the purchase of the replacement property. So let's look at the typical use. So each exchange method has its typical use case. In a reverse 1031 exchange is used when the replacement property is time sensitive or if the sale of the existing property is uncertain or delayed. Deferred 1031 exchange is commonly used when the sale of the relinquished property is straightforward and timing can be controlled. Now let's examine the pros and cons of a reverse 1031 exchange. So look at the pros. So it ensures the investor can secure a replacement property that is ideal for their needs without the risk of being sold to someone else. Second is provide flexibility, allowing investor to manage unexpected delays or issues in selling the relinquished property. It also enables investors to take advantage of the favorable market conditions for buying replacement property immediately. Now let's look at some of the cons. Everything has both sides, right? Pros and cons. So more complex than deferred exchanges due to the need to navigate IRS rules and set up an exchange accommodation title holder (EAT). Also, securing financing for the EAT to hold a replacement property can be difficult and might require creative solutions. And a lot of time, like being more familiar with the regular 1031 exchange, so the deferred 1031 exchange, of course, right? So it's easier to get the bank involved, but usually with the EAT, a lot of time you might have to use your own cash up front. So if you have the cash, that's great, right? You use your cash and do everything with the EAT, and then once you have it under your name, you can refinance it and then get the cash out. So that's another way to do it, but it does require you, if you want to do the financing straight from the beginning, it's going to be a little bit tough. You might have to work with different banks and talk to different banks to see if they are able to help you with that. Or if you have cash, then you can do with that. So there's kind of two ways to do with the financing. Also, another con is potentially higher transaction costs due to involvement of third parties and the need for a more complex legal and financial arrangement. Now let's look at the pros and cons of a deferred 1031 exchange. So the pro is generally simpler to execute since it follows a straightforward process of selling first and buying second. Typically involves fewer third-party arrangements leading to potential lower costs. It's more common and widely understood by real estate professionals and financial institutions. The cons are, first is the risk of losing the replacement property if it's highly desirable and sold to another buyer during the delay period. The second is the value of potential replacement property can change during the delay period, possibly resulting in less favorable purchase terms. The third thing is investors face pressure to identify and close replacement property within strict deadline, which can be stressful and challenging. And of course, it's a con for the deferred 1031 exchange, but it's also the same con for the reverse 1031 exchange as well, right? Everything has timeline. In summary, the reverse 1031 exchange offers strategic advantage for investors needing flexibility, especially in dynamic markets or when facing potential delays in selling existing properties. However, it also comes with increased complexity and potential costs compared to a deferred 1031 exchange. Understand these differences and aligning them with your investment strategy will help determine which exchange method is most suitable for your specific situation. In the next modules, we will delve deeper into the mechanics, setup, and execution of reverse 1031 exchange, providing you with the knowledge and tools to navigate the complex process successfully. So thank you for your attention. Let's move on to the next module.